What's up, guys? This is Michael Wiley from Bare Butt. We are in currently a transitioning type period where we try to figure out what the heck we're doing with Bare Butt. We started 2 years ago. We made a big old hiccup and a big old mistake. We tried to make everything in the United States, and it was a great idea, but the results weren't exactly what we wanted, and now we're digging our way out of it. So you can check us out on the daily struggle and the things that we're going through to get us out of this crap hole that we're in.
A while ago, I decided to replace my backpack.
Many months later.
Robert gets right to the point and says, updates on backpacks. I actually reached out to people who worked at Bare Butt and asked them questions. That brings us to now. As of making the video in November 2019, over a year since I signed up for Kickstarter, I will never get a backpack from Bare Butt because they filed for bankruptcy earlier this year. Okay, welcome to part 4. Near the end of the vlog on YouTube, Michael and Matthew went to China to see about manufacturing the goods in China as opposed to the United States.
Okay, quick update for you. We are just finishing breakfast and we're going to the first supplier. Perry said we're going to hit up 5 today. It's 5 suppliers, 2 days. What's up? We're here at factory number 1. We got Arnold with us. And they said, like the governor. This is the place. It's nice. Here we go. For sleeping bags. So we're here at their sleeping bag factory, the supplier that we're meeting with right now. And this looks like they do about 1,000 a day. We got about 50 workers here, and they pay them about $2 an hour. So just getting some info on them. But it's pretty clean, pretty good operation here. So we'll see, we're gonna go see another one of their factories right now. This factory is pretty clean. Looks pretty nice.
Looked good.
The quality is good than last one. Yeah.
As good as the last one. Was it not better?
Not that better.
Yeah, they're better. Yeah.
Yeah, better. Yeah.
Better, yeah. And it was cleaner, I think, mostly for the factories in here.
Yeah, it was very clean.
On to the next. So this factory here, they can produce about 30,000 sleeping bags in 1 month. So this is the counter, this floor. So that is the floor. We wanted to get sleeping bags because it was so nasty in here and we just didn't trust stuff, and we found hair in the beds when we got here. So anyway.
They are super concerned with the cleanliness of the factories and the cleanliness of their rooms. I don't know where they got the money to go to China, but they obviously didn't spend any of it on their lodging if they have to use sleeping bags to protect themselves from the rooms that they are staying in.
He walked on the ledge and I got a picture and sent it to his mom. His mom was so mad.
Alright, well, I'll try it. This is where it gets difficult.
How are you gonna get back in though?
I don't know. So.
Okay.
Gosh dang it.
You need this closer.
Ow! Oh!
This thing doesn't move at all.
That was really starting to hurt my... Stay in my pants, man! Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to.
You need to wash your pants, dude.
That sucks.
Okay guys, thanks for watching the first vlog in China. Stay tuned for part 2, it'll be coming out soon.
Notice how empty and quiet that warehouse is? Might be because they filmed on a Saturday, but mostly because they let everyone go when they were filming this. Here you can see them standing outside one of the factories. Big thumbs up. Michael there in the gray shirt in the middle. Matthew to our left.
Okay, we're running. We are running. Uh-oh.
My English translation to what's going on is that we missed the train, but we're at the wrong train station.
Yeah.
This is it?
That's our crane.
Oh, jeez. We're running again. Don't know where we're going or how we're gonna get out of here. That tree is for sure leaving.
It's already left.
It's leaving.
Mayo.
I left that clip in because it was very obvious when you were watching it that they were trying to be like other vloggers on YouTube. And, you know, we have this crisis, we have to get somewhere on time, and now we have these obstacles and we're overcoming things. So they're very big on the idea that they have a lot of obstacles to overcome in these two vlogs especially.
So today we saw 2 suppliers only, bit of a shorter day. Why you always ruin my content, dog? Michael will say that it hasn't been a crazy day, but it's been kind of crazy. We did miss our train. I did have a massive headache for a long time today. We haven't gotten the terms that we wanted to from the supplier today.
Here's Michael's just kind of summary of how Barebutt got started. They used a $5,000 limit credit card in his mom's name, and so he had dropped out of college and he was expecting a baby with his wife, so they moved to Idaho, and then after that they moved to Mexico to save money. They would spend most of their days, he says, hustling and building up the fan base. Then they would dominate customer service by taking care of their customers. And they went from selling about 50 hammocks a day to over 300 hammocks a day. And this is where Michael put in a $1 million order with money he didn't have. He says that this decision hurt the company, but Michael thinks it was one of the most valuable learning experiences. I'm not exactly sure what he learned from this, he doesn't say, but apparently it didn't impact his decisions in the future. So he goes on to tell more about Barebutt's story. He hired some of his trusted friends, obviously that person that is the CFO from BYU, and then they talk about how they moved into an office and they made a nuisance of themselves. They destroyed the wall that they were renting, and they went from 3 office members to 10 office members. Once again, they didn't have the money to do this, and so they talk about how they did $300,000 in sales in the peak June from just a few weeks of sales. So it sounds like they did a great job. But you can see in this summary that they only managed to stay in business because they decided to sell $1.7 million worth of dollars because that's what they would avoid bankruptcy with. But they only sold $700,000. And they decided they were going to buy the Dream Warehouse. But then they got down to the seller and they realized that the seller was going to give up. I'm kind of skimming through all this. Feel free to pause this and read all of it. But what happened next is a series of events that convinces Michael that he can just talk anyone into letting anything happen. Here in this middle paragraph, he says, Barebutt believes that nothing should stop you from being bold and doing things differently. Barebutt encourages making mistakes, even hefty financial ones. It's not about the money. As Michael often says, money comes and goes. It's about growth and being bold. They bought $1 million warehouse, wasn't advised. They're going with their gut and doing it. And so they've written this story as if Barebutt is already the #1 company in the world instead of still just a little startup that it is. I think that he has the idea that if he says it is something, then it will come to pass. Now, something interesting I want you to see here. This company is called ShipSteezy. I don't know if you recognize this building from any of the shots that I've shown, or if you recognize these 3 people, but these are all Barebutt employees standing outside the Barebutt warehouse. I'm actually proud of Michael and Matthew for this one because they do have a warehouse where they can provide freight forwarding and fulfillment opportunities for companies that need it. So this is a viable business move, but these are 3 members of Barebutt. All 3 of these people emailed me back in the previous episode too. Here are 2 people wearing ShipSteezy shirts, looks like the same day that they took the other picture, with the product for the Kickstarter in the background. Do you remember the video of people jumping off onto the product? That's the product. Here's another ShipSteezy picture. There's the product in the upper right-hand corner. That's the Barebutt warehouse. There was a Barebutt billboard to the left. So an interesting idea there, but one more interesting thing I want you to see. Once again, here's Michael and Matt in China. They've been meeting with 10 factories. They've got some solid terms. Net 90. This was a term Matt liked to throw around a lot. I think that he had learned it recently, so he was throwing around that net term. Net 70%, net 90. He would say, he would just say numbers like that.
Okay, let's do a quick little debrief. So how do you think that went?
That one was good. I think we got 30% down, 20% when it shipped, and then net 50% 60 days after.
Yep.
It shipped.
And it seems pretty common, like you're saying, for the first order, they're willing to budge about 50% down, 50% net 60.
Yeah.
We got 50%, 50% net, 50% down, 50% net 60, and we really need net
We
terms
are very
today.
crazy. Yeah.
If it's good, we're gonna stay, we're gonna work net terms. And we're going to get net terms with the jacket suppliers today, check it out.
To get really good terms, good terms, I should say good terms with our boy Mr. Liu.
Really hoping we can get some solid net terms with them.
They're meeting 2 to 5 factories a day, hitting up over 10 more cities. In 1 week, they're going to 10 more cities, taking 4 more flights, 4 more trains. It's going to be intense. Our goal is to get net end of year terms with our suppliers. There's that word net again, which is an impossible task. We're pushing for miracles on this trip to help our company grow. Remember that person who said trust God was their business strategy? Now I wanted to show you this. Here's Matthew talking about Total Pack. Total Pack is a backpack company.
What's up, guys? I just want to give you a little backstory on why we started Total Pack, what we've done so far, and what our goals are moving forward. So about a year ago, Mike and I had talked about building some Amazon businesses to bring in some cash flow to help our families. So we opened up some LLCs, and then it just fizzled out at that point. Fast forward to April when Mike and I went to China to meet with about 30 manufacturers to help Barebud out. We ended up meeting with a backpack manufacturer that wanted to partner with a US company on Amazon. When we heard their idea, we got really stoked. We thought that opportunity with the China company would be awesome because we wouldn't have to put any money out and they would send us backpacks and we would share in the profits. And so in May, we started everything. Unfortunately, things don't always go as planned, and our interpretation of the China company's proposal and their interpretation of their proposal were two different things, and so we weren't able to match it out with that deal, so we went on the search for an investor.
The timing of all of this is undeniable. They went to China to visit manufacturers for Barebutt products, and they came home and started another business. In fact, Michael even says on his Instagram that he wants to start another business in the midst of Barebutt going under. Let me show you that.
I am totally spitballing out of my brains right now, but I had this feeling, had this thought that I want to do. I want to make a Amazon company and sell it for at least $300,000 by January 31st, and I want to show you guys the whole process. So obviously this is stupid for a lot of reasons. Number one, I already am trying to run a business and I'm struggling at doing that very well. I got a family and they take up a lot of time and energy, and then also I have a lot of other things I do, but I feel like I want to do it. 250,000% sure that I'm going to do it yet, but if I do, it's going to be hard for me as well because I'm really bad at side hustles, because when I do something I just want to go like all in, hard as I possibly can, and side hustles are like just side hustles. But I think it'd be fun for me to do it. I wouldn't mind having the extra money because me and my wife have zero because all of it just goes back into the business, so I wouldn't mind having some extra cash, and I just want to prove it to myself and you guys just that you can make some money. Okay, last one again. So the whole thing is that I would start an Amazon business and my goal would be to sell it by January 31st. I think that's about 7 months, and get at least $300,000 from it from whoever I sell it from. If you're interested and you want me to do this and you want to do it yourself, okay, I lied, this is the last one. If you want to do it yourself, then you could follow me along in the journey, and then I could teach you how to do it as well and give you resources on how to do it. And you can go and make a bunch of money and then go live the life you really want to live. Hit me up if you want me to do it.
Please pay close attention to the amount in this next slide. 1.5 million. He went from 300,000 to 1.5 million in 14 weeks. I wonder what could have happened in 14 weeks that would cause him to want to quadruple his amount that he's going to sell the business for. Isn't that an interesting idea that all of a sudden Michael would need to sell a business for 1.5 million? What could he possibly owe money on that he would need to sell this business for 4 times the original amount that he had set out to sell it for?
Total Pack update, we have a new goal. We now want to sell it for 1.5 million instead of the original 300K. So that's going to push us back. We want to sell it for 1.5 million by July or August of next year. So where we at right now is that we have made the order. Production has started. Material is going to arrive August 15th. Then they're going to make us samples for photography and videography that are going to arrive August 22nd. And we hope to launch early September. And then lastly, right now we're just working really hard on collecting the assets and doing everything we need for the launch date.
I apologize for this freeze frame, but I want you to see he's not even very clear in showing us when this business starts. I'll show you the end of his story here, but both him and Matthew have this weird way of explaining how many sales they've done once this business launches.
So it's officially been 23 weeks since I posted about Total Pack, so it's been about 6 months. And from that time, we started a company, ordered product, got money, did all the things we needed, and now we're officially launching our product. It only took 6 months down. So far today, we've done 33 sales. We kind of started a couple days ago, but really we started today-ish, and we'll really start tomorrow. But so far we've done 33 sales.
So they had backpacks that they could have sent to us. Right there. Also, it's interesting how he now has a Total Pack t-shirt. I would like to talk to his t-shirt guy. How many businesses has Michael had t-shirts made for? So here's where I'm at. I'm not mad at Michael. I'm not mad at Matthew. I'm not mad at anyone from Barebutt. I think Michael has a lot of ideas. And he even admits that sometimes he does things that aren't smart. But I wish I had known more about that before I backed them on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Normally, if for the first order, most of the people will ask for full payment.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
You know, some guy is not that good. They may feel upset if you don't pay them for payment for the first order. You know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's okay.
后面，在背面。
It's good.
And I wish they were a little bit more honest about the backpack scenario. It just seems very convenient to me that arriving in China coincided with them opening a made-in-China backpack company under a different brand, and that they didn't provide anyone from Kickstarter with the backpacks that the people from Kickstarter paid for. They could have sent us Total Pack backpacks. I don't care if it said Barebutt or Total Pack. I just wanted a backpack.
Mike, what do you got there, man?
Whiteboard.
It's a pretty big whiteboard, not gonna lie. Wonder what they're gonna think when we bring it into the hotel.
All good decisions are made on a whiteboard.
There it is. It's gonna happen. Come on, Perry.
All good decisions are made on a whiteboard. Michael bought a whiteboard in China to work on ideas in his hotel room. I also thought I would let you see the wrap-up for the vlog. What happened with that? What happened at the end of their China trip. Their last 2 China videos were the second and third to last videos on the channel, and then they posted this wrap-up video at the end of the second China, and then it'll lead right into their final video that they have since deleted.
Our goal in going to China was to get net terms with each one of our factories. When we went there, we met with over 30 factories, and we were able to get net terms with each one for our products, which was really good for us. Right now, we're currently choosing which factory we want to go with, placing the order, and continuing to push to reach our vision. So stay tuned for next week's vlog. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Love you. Peace.
All right, what's up, guys? Michael and Sammy here. So we wanted to kind of give you guys a recap of everything that's been going on at Barebutt and give you a quick update video, and then let you guys know where Barebutt's going and where this future vlog is going. So we had Barebutt started 2 years ago. As you guys know, we were really successful. We had a lot of fun. And then we tried to do this big old thing where we launched a Kickstarter with 3 new products. We wanted to make them all in this warehouse, manufacture it here, and the process was extremely difficult. We knew it was going to be hard, but it was even harder than what we thought. And so ultimately we had to stop doing that because it was sucking out all of our money. And then we eventually let go of most of our team as well because it wasn't working out with what we wanted to do. Barebutt is still alive and still functioning and still going. Our sales really haven't increased very much, even though we kept increasing our team. So we no longer are going to manufacture all of our goods here in this warehouse. We're outsourcing it to China. And so this vlog also is going to quote unquote stop for now, just because we no longer have a videographer to record us on a daily basis. and Sammy and I aren't very talented at recording ourselves. So if you do want to keep following us and keep up with the Bare Butt quote-unquote vlog, you can follow Matthew and my account on Instagram. There'll be a link below that you can check it out. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing. You guys can feel free to write a whole bunch of comments and we can answer all your questions below. Ultimately, we love you guys. We're really grateful for you guys watching us, all 250 of you that watch us every single day. We loved you guys. We appreciate you guys. And this vlog will continue just on Matthew and Michael's personal Instagram account. And again, Bare Butt is not dead. Bare Butt is still fine. We're still going to keep growing and keep building up our product line. But that's kind of the future game plan for Bare Butt.
We just want to say thank you for all of your support, and we will potentially be doing more vlogs in the future, but like Michael said, for now you can follow us on our personal accounts and the links are below. And we're just grateful for everyone who supported us through this and believed in us. And like Michael said, Bare Butt's not dead. We're going to keep going, so follow the journey and follow our personal journey. Peace out.
Anyways, that's my story. That's all the research I have. I hope I packaged it in a way that you were able to digest and comprehend. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have any, theories or anything, comment them down below. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this series, and let me know if you have something you want me to investigate for you. Bare Butt is apparently back on the market, but different people own it, and the people who did own it owned a bunch of other companies that also seem to have failed. One of their companies was a spike ball company. They were coaching people to play spike ball via video lesson, and I really don't know what the lesson is here. Reach out to me. Send me a message on Instagram. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think I should learn from this situation, because so far all I've come up with is I still need a backpack.